So are we gonna? So what are we doing? Escorting? Oh, we'll figure that out when session starts. Because I think that's where we ended.
Yeah.
I think
that's where
they
we ended.
left, didn't they?
No, not yet.
No, they
No.
haven't left yet.
I didn't even get a hit in before you guys took out the fucking nightmare and the hag.
Oh, the nightmare
Well-
ran away.
The
No,
nightmare.
the
ran
nightmare
yeah.
went bye-bye.
Yeah.
I would have tried to shoot at it, but
Or did
somebody said,
it? Teleports and fireballs. Alright.
Yeah, you guys just
Oh wait, it's me. Like,
got the car, rapier. You found an old grandma after a unicorn popped up, and turned out to be a hag. Rescued some people, all that. But the most important note: Dara fell into the river again,
"Oh yeah,
or at least her clothes did.
oh yeah, we never got those clothes back. We just went after the unicorn."
Damn, the river got him.
Well, fuck.
Yeah. So now it's just after you guys defeat the hag and the nightmare ran off after saying the same demon that possessed Eris will hear of this. So who knows?
Wait, it did what now?
Yeah, it did.
Ah,
It said,
Huh.
soft talk will hear of this.
Oh,
I completely forgot its name.
yeah. Can you type that in chat for me so I can put that in the notes?
I think that's how it's spelled.
Yeah,
Putting
tag
Zoctov,
here,
the Eris's body snatcher.
Yep. So yeah.
wait, and that's what the nightmare said?
Yes.
Okay, that makes because last again, like I said, yesterday was last week was a blur. I am drunk. This is gonna be a fun session, guys.
Okay. Also,
Hooray.
the session will end at 10:30, like a hard 10:30, because I got some stuff I need to do.
The 30 for
Oh,
you.
okay.
10:30
10:30
8:30
your
for
time?
us.
For PST.
So in 2 hours and
11:30 for me.
minutes.
Got it.
2 hours 30
so-
minutes. Start the session. Go.
Go,
Oh,
go,
right,
go,
we're
go.
starting. We're right back where you guys left off with the hag being dead, the nightmare going on, saying Zatog will hear this in a demonic, spooky voice, and Dara rescuing the daughter of the O'Sullivan family and her guard. So,
Are the three of us who were in the basement just coming up to like an empty house?
yes, an empty house with a hole in the wall.
Just run up the stairs like, get ready to fight! And then,
There's nothing there. Except a dead hag on the floor.
Can I loot the hag?
You can make an investigation check.
I get advantage. Gonna get all up in her business.
see you all took care of the,
19.
that was quick.
Alright. So on the hag's body specifically was just some herbs and spices and stuff, probably for some other rituals and things. What looks to be a little vial of the tea that was served, as well as some strange-looking tea leaves that are like not brown or green, but like a weird like orange color.
Ooh.
And there is a dagger and what seems to be a sack.
I'll look in the sack.
You look in the sack, and you see 3 hearts in there. Human-sized hearts.
I'm gonna roll a con save for myself.
To not upchuck.
Oop. 12. I keep it in there.
Just
Yeah, you
barely.
just wasted a nat 20.
You
Damn.
did it.
No, Battle's not tough enough for a nat 20.
But yeah, just 3 human-sized hearts in there that seem to be still beating, actually, while within the
Oh,
bag.
that's creepier.
Huh. Off-putting.
I immediately
Totally
seal
out
it
of order.
and I say, does anyone have a need for a human heart?
A what?
Not that I know of.
Okay. I'm just gonna.
Question.
I'm sorry, what?
Why the with a heart. I'm gonna go over to Valful and then just squat down. Why'd you find one?
About 3 actually.
Oh, well, let us go to waste then. I'm gonna go ahead and grab them.
Oh
Nice.
god.
They might belong to someone. Might as well give them back. I'm gonna tie them off to my belt.
I don't
You're taking
think
them.
they have any use for them anymore.
Huh, who knows? Magic is magic.
Yeah, so now you have a heart sack full of 3 human hearts.
Cool. Oh, not paying attention to them for right now.
And whenever Adar got up, the guard and the princess came up. It's like, what happened? Where are we? Who are you? Like pointing to everyone else.
You seem to be.
Which one you want to answer first?
You seem to have been captured by some hags. Or a
Single
hag,
one.
to be specifical.
Singular.
A singular hag.
What kind of hag is this actually?
Yeah, it's my investigation check. Tell me which hag it is. What kind of hag it is.
It's green, so it's a green hag.
It's a green hag.
Good observation skills. Can tell by the way she's dressed.
By the color of her everything.
Yeah, the guard that came up seems to be a just a normal like human guard and like this not like regular guard attire either, just like a form-fitting like leathers and stuff with like vine motifs on the arms and legs, with a bow strung on his back with some arrows and his quiver stuff. He has his hair. He has like a blonde hair tied back in a like a low hanging ponytail. He's of decent age, maybe like in his early 30s and stuff, rather lean as well. Not as lean. Well, actually, the same like kind of lean as Vatho is right now because your dex is 16, if I remember correctly.
Thanks for reminding me.
Human or elven? You said human, right?
Yeah, I said human.
Oh, okay.
He's also like a like tanner than like normally humans are, probably from all the time he's spent in the sun. And he like looks around. It's like seeing there's no immediate danger, and he goes, and turns to Dara. Is like, "Oh, thank you again for releasing us. I had no idea what would have happened if you all didn't come here."
Well, lucky
Probably
us.
sacrificed to some demon.
Demon, you say?
Anyways.
Yeah, but we should move past that. That's not important. What's important is you're safe. Nice to meet you. You want to know our names? I am Renuma. This is Vathel. This is Eagle. And this is Ott. And
Nice
of course you met Aris.
nice to meet you all. I am Keith.
Sorry.
Don't at me.
Well, Keith, are you on your way back to the Sullivan household?
Oh yes, of course. Definitely now that we're no longer in that witch's lair.
O'Sullivan, you say? Well, we were actually on our way there.
Quick out of character thing. Daro said that she was heading there, right? Or was it not mentioned?
Yeah.
Oh, wasn't mentioned there?
I think she's...
Mentioned who to Keith that we were headed there?
Yeah. Whenever you like saving him.
No, I think it was more of like a, hey, don't worry, I'm here to save you. Who are you guys? As soon as I recognized him, it was like, are you ready to fight? And then it's
Yeah.
well,
Yeah. Okay.
guess there's no fight.
Yeah. It's like,
And then we know that we're headed to our O'Sullivan's, right?
yeah.
Okay.
It's like you're headed towards the old Sullivan family.
Yes, I thought I'd pay a visit.
Well, we all need to pay a visit, darling.
Well,
I suppose.
that's rather interesting to say the least. I would be happy to lead you there if you have some form of transport.
Oh,
Definitely have
um,
something like that.
yeah, something like that. Um, and I'll just quickly pull out the wheel that my bag of holding. Should put that in my Let me put that in my inventory. Dara's car.
Yeah, Dara's Porsche.
Dara's Porsche.
So do you like pull it out and show it to him?
Yeah.
It's like he like looks at you, kind of confused, like that is your transport.
It
Oh,
gets bigger.
well, it gets bigger.
Magic.
Kind of
Let's
bigger
let's
on
not
the
do it
inside than it is
inside.
on the outside.
Shut up.
Well, definitely, that's definitely some magic that I've never heard of. Though to be fair, we don't really get taught a whole lot of magic, anyways.
Well, congrats. You get to learn more about the world.
I mean, after going through that ordeal, I'd rather not know more about the world if it has stuff like this. And he like looks
Nah,
at the
please.
hags
It's
by.
wondrous. Come on, let's go, Vathel. Let's show them the wonders of the world.
I think we should show them the wonders of the world on their way home.
No, I mean, just pull out the carriage, magical carriage, so we can go
Oh
faster.
yes. I'll walk outside and what was the command for it again?
Just think of horses, or just think of the car.
Yeah, I'll think of the vehicle and manifest it into the actual Porsche, the horseless carriage.
Hold on. Some secrets
Ooh.
were happening, so I had to. There we go.
Thank you.
Secrets. But yes, you pull out the wheel, you say the command word slash phrase, and you throw the wheel to the ground, and then poof, your car comes into existence.
I get in the driver's seat and I say, "Hop on in."
The car is like looking at you, like looking at this a little bit bewildered. It's like, why, this is wondrous. If there's some way to replicate this, everyone would be able to use something like this and get around much faster without need of force.
Yes, but as far as I know, it's rather unique.
Well, as long as you can assure that's safe, then we can use it.
Is it just Keith that's here, or is there anybody else?
It's Keith, and he is carrying in a Princess Carrie a unconscious elven woman.
Oh, okay.
Is she okay?
Yes, she's just asleep. Probably from that hag.
Okay, well, I'm sure I'm sure as soon as we get somewhere safely, we can fill her in as well on what's going on.
Yeah, and you see that she is an elven woman, a high elven woman to be particular. She's wearing
Ooh.
like a sort of mid range like a dress, so nothing too fancy like in the Renaissance, but nothing too like plain like a barmaid's dress. It's kind of like what Erisa wore, like her drip, but like clearly more expensive.
Damn.
It's in my drip. Alright.
Yeah, yeah, it's made of a nice leaf green fabric with a nice golden swirls along the edges of the dress. And she has long brown hair tied into a like a backside bun, showing off her elven
Bard's outfit
features.
isn't fire red.
So you let Keith hop into the car,
Hmm.
and you make
Just
sure
losers,
the
we're going there.
what?
Get in, losers, we're going shopping.
We love a Mean Girls reference.
Yeah, and so he hops on in. He makes sure that the princess is safely by his side and that he can keep watch over them. Anyone else? Everyone else hop in?
No, yeah. I'd like to check around the either. This won't take too long. I'll just do it like quickly, but look around to see if there's anything that those hearts belong to, either inside the building or like near it. Just like a quick look.
Make a perception check.
I rolled a 12.
And what are you looking for again? Something with horses?
No, something that the hearts might have belonged to.
No, you do not see anything that would be either missing a heart or where the hearts would go into.
Okay, just really quick,
Yeah, like
then
quick
hop onto
glance.
the car. Look, I'm sorry, the carriage, the Porsche. I get onto the Porsche.
Okay, so everyone gets on, gets situated, and do you head off back on the trail?
Yeah, I start thinking of 1 horse and 2 horse, and however many horsepower we need to get there as quickly as possible in a
Uh-oh.
safe manner.
Uh-oh.
Make an Arcana check.
Oh god, I should have been more specific. Oh no, that was almost a 16.
Okay, how many spell slots do you have?
Oh god, how many do I have? Like all together or just like available right now?
Available right now.
1, 2, 1, 2, 5, 7.
All right, mark off a second level spell slot for me.
Okay.
As the car hums to life, and you hear various horse sounds coming from the front end. Too many than you thought was here, as you immediately just just rush off. As it seems that to the machine you thought of 5 horses.
Oh no. Well, 5 horses isn't that fast. That's like
Going
what?
going full speed.
Full speed, like we're going in a straight line. It's fine, guys. Everyone's
We're in the
holding on for
plane. We're in the plane.
We're in the plains.
You do have 3 rivers to deal with.
There's a third one.
Yeah, right here.
Oh no.
And you were over here.
Oh no.
Then
So
we
you're
only have
going-
2 to deal with.
Yeah, are you going like straight? Or are you going back to where you were and then going straight?
Well, the guy says he knows where to go, right?
Yeah, he like started pointing you towards the direction of the town they're going to, so just
I guess
just
that's the
over
direction
here.
we're going.
as from here.
I'll try to slow down. I'll probably slow down as we reach the first river.
Yeah. So you immediately go. Oh wait, not that. This.
Try using a ruler.
Like about like that much in like a 30-minute time span before coming to the first river. You slow down, right?
Yes. I'm gonna try to zoom over the river. Unless it's a boat mode.
Yeah. And you do so, and whenever you like slow down to meet the river, you see that the guard is actually kind of scared of how fast it went. In that one moment, you see he's a little bit shaken up and everything, looking around. It's like, did we have to go so fast?
We are on a time crunch, aren't we?
I didn't say anything about time crunch.
Well, we are.
We did.
Well, that's fantastic. You can not so fast. Next time, please.
You'll get used to it.
and you see the river before you. It is about 20 feet wide and seems to be about like a few feet deep, so rather shallow.
I want to look into the river for any monsters.
Perception check.
Here we go. This is what I live for. 18.
You peer into the river. You see it flowing past you. You see a few fish, like a few small fish swimming in it, just going downstream. Nothing unusual. You don't see anything unusual.
Okay. I'll dip my toe in the river. Yeah, I'll put the car into wheel mode and then.
With everyone on it.
Well, I'll say, okay, guys, I think we need to get out and cross this river, and if after everyone gets out, I'll put it into wheel mode.
All right. Everyone gets off. You put in the wheel mode. You see that the guard has put the elven woman on his back like a piggyback sort of situation, so he doesn't have to carry her princess carry everywhere. And you dip your toe in
Okay.
the water, and nothing happens.
I don't trust these waters ever since the last time. But I guess there's not really much of another choice. I'll get to swimming, I guess. Or how strong is the current for the river?
Not too fast. It's not sitting still at all, but it's not too fast to like sweep you away. Also, I didn't say it was that deep. I said it was like a few feet deep,
Oh, okay, I was making sure.
How many feet is a few feet?
like 3.
Okay, it's like half my height. I can do that. It's like waist high.
Mm,
And how far across was it?
20.
Okay.
Renuma, would you mind doing the thing you
I
did
hold my
last
hand
time?
out. I hold my hand out. Just like almost like like the sassy look. It's just like and just like hold it out for you.
I hope you washed your hands lately. Oh. I'll grab his hand.
I'll teleport
Garabushi.
us. I'll teleport us 30 feet, so 10 feet away from the coast. That's my use for today.
And once you do that, the guard is just like, just like he hasn't really seen something like this before, but he knows that it's magic, so he's not too freaked out about it. But he is a little wide-eyed. He's like, "Wow, like, how powerful are you, folk?"
I told you, magic is wonderful. So I try to shout it across the river.
You like are
Skilled in
barely able
most
to.
areas. Skilled in most areas, or in some people's case, not skilled in others.
So yeah, how's everyone else getting across the river?
Good old-fashioned swimming. Or walking, in this case.
How far across is the river?
20.
20 feet.
Yeah, alright, I'll take a walk through it.
I think Eagle could just jump across it.
You can make
That's
an
about right.
athletics check.
Yeah, with a running start, he can make it. Do a long jump.
Yeah, jump good. All right, so Eagle, you back up a good few feet and like prepare yourself, do a bit of light stretching and chainmail, or like mithril. But you get ready. You immediately start sprinting towards the river, and then once you get like a few feet away from the edge, you just go. Whoop, and do a clean jump over. Make acrobatics to land safely.
Well, that is not a very good.
You kind of miscalculated your jump a little bit as some wind like lightly blows you off course, but it's enough with your bulky frame to like make you like just land not cleanly on your face, but like off to your side. So it's a botched landing.
Do I have to make a roll for just going through the river?
No, it would be considered difficult terrain.
Okay. So it just takes me like 40 feet of movement.
Yeah, it takes you a bit, but you manage to get to the other side of the river, no problem.
Yeah.
And you see the guard on the other side, just like, all right, guess I gotta do this. Cracks his neck, makes sure that the princess on his back is like situated as he like backs up a bit, and then gets a running start. As you see, he like went over to the side a little bit to where there were some rocks sticking out, like barely enough for a foothold actually. And you see him go up, 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 like cleanly just like jump on those rocks and propel himself across the river.
Valthol's impressed.
Fair play.
Yeah. Also, you're a ranger, Vathel. You got fleet of foot.
Oh yeah, that's right. I can dash as a bonus action. I keep forgetting. I have so many like features. That's so crazy.
It is up to you to remember your features, not mine.
I know.
Or do I
So
have
yeah, I can
to?
get.
Do I have to make you reroll your stat again?
No. Cries.
Oh no.
Nah. Yeah. So you
He rolls my fucking strength stat as like a nat 20.
But anyway, so you guys make it across rather smoothly and get to the other side. Like, but like that. And you see off in the
Can we?
distance, there's the other river.
I believe it would be rather wise if we just walked this part instead of having me waste my energy conjuring the vehicle again.
Fair enough.
Sure.
So how long of a walk would that be?
Take like a good from where you can see, it's about like a mile away, so not too long.
Oh, okay, it's like 10, 20 minutes.
Yeah. So you start trucking over there and going towards the river. The sun is just about getting towards its peak as it's now in the afternoon.
Are we at the wither? The river?
About that time, yes, you are.
Okay, I'm gonna do another perception check to see for any strange creatures.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a
You don't see
10.
anything.
Well, I don't see anything, and my instincts haven't let me run yet.
So you say.
But just in case, I'll let someone else go first.
Yeah, this river is not as wide as the other one, so it's about like 15 feet wide, only like 2 feet deep.
Oh, I can make that in my sleep. I'll just walk across it. Fuck, I'll just run really fast. Can't catch me. I'm a gingerbread man.
You're going so fast. We're so proud of you.
Doing great, sweetie.
Yes, you also see as the same as the guard does the same thing, just like quickly bounds across it. There's something. Here we go.
Just walk through it. Casually,
And
just walk back through it.
And for Dara, it's the river is not deep enough to mess up her dress.
Cool. So I guess I'll take a second to take off my shoes and to take off my stockings, and I'll walk across the river barefoot.
Don't want to get those pumps wet.
Definitely not.
Scandalous.
Those are my fighting pumps.
Yeah. And you walk across rather fine. The bottom of the lake is the river is rather filled with like rocks and stuff, so it's kind of uncomfortable to walk, but you managed to do it.
Boom. Done.
And once you get across the river, downstream a little bit in the distance, you see what seems to be two bugbears just fishing on this river.
Oh yeah, bugbears are people. I forgot. I thought they were enemies.
No.
Rude.
If there were goblins, I bet you start attacking them, wouldn't you?
Wow.
They are
Listen, your character doesn't remember that.
You're right.
There are
but I do.
goblins.
They are goblinoids.
There are goblinoids.
Well, I guess they haven't died. I'm kidding.
Yeah. And you see that they're wearing just like simple leather armor and stuff. But they have like a great. One of them has a great sword on his back. Another one just has a crossbow on his side. And they're just fishing. They're not causing any trouble. You hear like faint humming coming from one of them.
If we hear the humming, do they hear us like splashing and jumping across the lake or the river?
Yeah. You guys were like wading across the river. One of them turns towards the party. Is like, "Oh, hello there! Nice weather we're having."
Yeah. Guess so.
Yeah, and you see
On a fish today?
Not too many. We got a few. And you see the other one just like holds up what seemed to be like two like bass-sized fish.
Impressive.
Thank you. We just started a few hours ago. Yeah. You also see as whenever the guard sees the bugbears, he immediately moves behind someone. It's like, what are they doing here? They shouldn't. Why aren't you attacking them? They're bugbears.
Yeah, they're not.
They're
They're
fishing.
fishing.
So
Can we
they're
say
bugbears.
that we said that at the same time, Fox?
Yes.
Eagle's gonna like clap him on the shoulder with like a really firm grip.
It's like, we don't know if they're gonna attack us at any moment. They're evil.
That's
Now
cool,
I only see
yes.
people fishing.
yes, fishing. Yes, fishing, the worst crime. I don't see nothing evil about this situation. Unless the fish are considered citizens of some sort of city that I'm unaware of, then I don't see a problem.
Yeah, and you see the
Are
bugbears
they?
just like looking at the guards like, oh, don't mind him. Guards near here are always prejudiced against our kind. We won't attack you, we're just here to fish.
Eagle's gonna squeeze the guard's shoulder a little bit.
Ow, what?
Maybe don't start trouble with people that aren't looking for it.
Fine. They'll come crying to me whenever they attack you in the middle of the night.
A lot of things have been doing that recently.
Speaking of the middle of the night, do we want to camp here?
Fellas!
What?
As I shout to the bugbear.
Yeah?
Y'all got a camp nearby that we can settle by? Some nice, civilized folk?
Oh yeah, we got a little encampment just north of here a bit up the river.
You think it'd be okay if we settle by there?
They like look at each other, talk a little bit in Goblin. It's like, Yeah, sure, just make sure he doesn't cause any trouble, points towards the guard.
I will keep it on a leash.
What the hey?
Don't be literal.
I trust you. You'll be fine.
Okay. So whenever, like, you decide that you're gonna camp out, the bugbears pack up their things. One of them slings the 2 fish that they had on their shoulder, and start walking your direction.
I kill them. What? I'm kidding.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, DM, I have this feature where if I beat any goblinoids, I kill them instantly. So I'm gonna use the feature right now.
Wow, Daniel. Is that from Tasha's?
Yeah. How'd you know?
Yeah, so they come over. You see they are rather tall, being bugbears and stuff. They have like nice brownish fur. They have like rudimentary supplies and stuff on them. And the one that has been talking this entire time is like, "Come on, take you to camp."
Wonderful.
And
Nice.
Okay. So they take you a bit upstream, like so, to this little patch near the river. I'd say about like an hour and 30 has passed by the time they bring you up there. The sun is just starting like to go, like start its ascent. It's like it's past midday. And brings you into a nice cluster of trees with the river still running through it. And inside, past these trees, you see a smallish, bigger than normal encampment. What seems to be a few goblins, some bugbears, a kobold actually running across the place, a half-orc, a tiefling, just like the various outcasted kind of races that you would see.
Hey, Tiefling.
Oh, are you looking at the tiefling?
No, I'm good for now.
For now.
For now.
Yeah. You just see various things. Let me see. There's any other good ones? Shouldn't be too much. Okay. You also see like most of these races here are the half races. So half orc, half tiefling, goblin, the bugbears that you guys were following, a kobold, what seems to be a very big and muscular minotaur,
Mm.
and what seems to be two an earth genasi and an air genasi just talking to each other. And they bring you into the meet of the encampment, and some of the people like look at the party and they like start whispering to each other. It's like, what are these people doing here? I don't know. It's just they like look a little bit skeptical of you guys because of how you're dressed, and Eagle being the biggest one with a big great sword on his back. And you see the first bugbear going like, now, guys, calm down. They're not gonna do anything to you. They're friendly. We just met them an hour ago, and they wanted a place to camp." A few others just like whisper and stuff, and you see the Minotaur coming over, and you see he like almost towers over the bugbear man, and he like looks at you all as like, "You sure, Grung? We had a fair share of other people you said were friendly and tried to murder us all." It's like, "Yeah, they're fine. And besides, remember what we did with them those last people? Yeah, I remember." And you see they give each other like a knowing glance before the Minotaur says, "It's like, all right, we got a few empty spots near the edge of camp that you can settle down in. Don't cause any trouble." And looks at the guard, "Especially you." You see the guard like shrinks down a little bit. It's like, Okay.
What race did you say the guard was, by the way?
Human.
That
Ew.
makes sense.
Ew. No.
Oh yeah, there's no humans in our group now.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Wow.
Sorry, Daniel.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so the big Minotaur leads you guys further into the encampment. You see the two bugbears went off in their own direction after waving you guys off. And you are brought to a empty space at the edge of the encampment with a few things scattered about, probably from the last people that were there. And by this time it's like getting towards the end of the afternoon. Some of the people are like going back to their tent areas while others are just staying around chatting with each other, telling stories and stuff.
So we're here for until tomorrow morning. No?
Aye, then we head off.
Alright. See you
Totally
guys in the
not it.
morning. I'm gonna go walk off and I'm gonna go socialize. I'm going to where the people are telling stories.
Yeah,
I'm
you
going
guys
too.
also gonna quote unquote socialize too.
I mean, listen, I may be the horny bard, but I'm selectively horny, okay?
We stand.
Selectively.
Okay, so who's staying back at the
Maddie, no,
camping spot?
we're in YouTube.
Oh.
I mean, I'm not stopping you.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah. I think. Is there anything I need to examine? Being the not the wizard, but still kind of like brainy of the group. No, I don't think there's anything I need to. I think I'll socialize too.
Okay, is anyone
Oh
staying at the
wait, I'll
camp?
look at Jimbled Hour Compass. Oh wait, I still need to find out Eris's favorite color. Ha! Stupid motherfucker. I forgot that was a requirement. It
Yeah.
was like three things, and one of them was her favorite color. And I think I have the other two, so I just need
Her
wait
favorite
for Eris
flower?
to.
Polar.
No, wasn't one of them her favorite flower?
I think it was her favorite flower.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I guess I'll sit there like, and well, then I'll socialize. I won't. I think Eris wouldn't want me to like fret too much over something they can't control.
She told you not to.
Yeah.
So yeah. So is everyone socializing, or is there anyone still at the camp spot?
Socializing.
All right.
Walking around.
Yeah. The guard will stay back and set up his and the princess's tents.
Dang. Consider Dara surprised that everyone
Your mic's
went
acting up.
Mike
Your mic's acting
doing
up.
bad things.
Often.
Bad Mike. Stop it.
Huh?
There you go. Your mic was acting up.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. But I said consider Dara surprised that everybody joined her to go socialize.
Nice. But yeah, so you guys leave the guard behind. You go and socialize, and you see that there's not really too many big groups that you can listen around for stories. There's like multiple small ones. And it also seems that the various races are like mixed in a way to where there's not too many of one race with each other. They all seem to be like one big like group. There is there's a one that seems to have like 4 people telling stories, another one with like 6, and then another one with just like 3.
Go to the one with 6.
All right.
Sorry, I had to cough. What kind of a... How can I ask this question without sounding superficial or mean? I don't
Who's the
think I
least
can. Which
Lutheran
group?
around here?
Which
We're the cool kids.
which of the sitting groups are the most attractive?
Who got drip?
Make a perception check.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
There's no
Yeah, and I know where
beholders here.
beauty is.
Yeah, I gotta find that eye.
Oh, oof.
Can I give the help? And then I'm giving help action.
So you're looking around at these three groups. You see that just like out in the open, there are a few that are. The three group is just two half orcs and a tiefling. The one with four seems to be a half orc tiefling. The two genasies, and then the one with six seems to be the two bugbears, a half orc, the minotaur, there's an actual full-blooded orc, and a goblin.
That's a perfect group I want to join.
I'm gonna head over to the Genasis.
All right. So as you're there, you see that there's the air and Urgenasi. They seem to be like closely knit. The Urgenasi is rather rugged, with a few scars on their arms and stuff. Having a long sword by their side, with just simple leather armor. While the Air Genasi seems to be just a nice, like, happy-go-lucky looking girl with a flowy dress on her.
Vassal cries.
That's like a not. It's like not long enough to get caught on anything, but it's not short enough to be like risque or anything.
Hmm. I getcha.
Yeah. And I said that there were two half orcs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the half orcs seem to be like listening eagerly to the Urgenasi, like saying a story of their like last battle or something. He's going a little bit more into detail than anyone normally would, with like actually acting out the actions that he did in that battle, taking like his long sword out, and just like slashing at the air rather extravagantly. What seems to be like stabbing like the air to like pretend that there's an enemy right there, and like how he slayed them. While the Air Genasi is just like happily listening to it. It's like remarking whenever a big like sweeping movement happening, and then there's a little bit of giggling. While the half orcs are just listening intently, like this is the most important thing they've ever heard.
And just to clarify, um, is it how many of them? Is it the Air Genasi? Is it a girl?
Yes.
Okay, and then the Earth Genasi and the two half orcs are guys, or was one of the half orcs a woman?
The half orcs and the Genasi are guys.
Okay, gotcha. Is anyone else following me over there, or is it just me?
I think Vaffle, like, out of just like,
Out of racism for the bugbears?
no, out of just personal reasons, just wouldn't like go to the Genasi, just because like he would just be thinking of Eris the entire time.
Oh.
Gotta stay in character.
Dang.
Okay, so you're going over towards the Genasi? Or the Genasi group?
Nate?
Oh wait, hold on. Oh, so there's a Genasi group, an Orc group, and
A like mixture of groups with the two bugbears and the Minotaur.
oh, okay. You know, I think maybe in that case, I think I would follow Dara just in case. You know what? He would probably be like visibly a little bit like kind of like, yeah, like not as charismatic, but like he was still like put on a show. So
Dang,
yeah,
you
I
about
think
to
I'm gonna go with
wingman
Dara.
me?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll wingman you. Why not?
Excellent.
Sad boy wingman.
Okay. Okay. So that's you two. What is Eagle, Arts, and Renuma doing?
They went to the 1 of 6.
Okay. Fox, Eagle, what are you doing?
Eagle's gonna go to the group with the bugbears and the Victor.
Okay, so that's the one with 6. What about Art?
Just stay.
Sorry,
Not really
what?
socializing. Not feeling like socializing. So just stay.
Okay,
Your
so
mic's
you'll.
kind of. Oh,
Yeah,
never
it's
mind.
kind of low. Yeah, it's low.
Not the mic fucking up.
That's weird. I don't know how to fix that.
There we
Oh, no,
go.
it's
Oh,
on
we can
better
hear you.
already, so.
We can hear you.
Oh, huh. Weird.
Maybe just not closer to the
Okay.
mic.
Maybe I don't know it
But yeah. So, okay, that actually makes my job a lot easier. Cool.
actually.
So we'll go with the group of 6 first, because that's the biggest one. You see the 2 bugbears, the Minotaur, and a few of the others, a tiefling, half orc, stuff like that, and they're just talking shit to each other. Like the bugbears are talking about like past fights they've been in with random people who tried to attack them. The Minotaur is just like watching over everyone, like with a stern look on his face, like perhaps he's the leader or he's the watchman. The tiefling is just like sitting rather like a just he's sitting rather interestingly as he's like cross-legged on the like log bench that they have, like with his tail like flipping back and forth in excitement. And these, the story that they're telling is basically the time that they got in a fight with some of the guards in the nearby town, who are trying to who are looking for like bad bugbears who like raided part of the town earlier like this month.
Okay. Are there any extra seats along the, like it can I just like sit on the ground or just like stand near like something like the bugbears?
I would say there's at least enough seating for like 2 more people, though it is rather tight because they are rather big.
Sure. Where will I sit? Where's the next open seat?
It is by the tiefling.
Perfect. I'll go ahead and sit. I'll go ahead and sit next to Tiefling.
Yeah, you see that this tiefling is of the standard red variety. His horns stick up a bit like antelope horns. He's wearing
Mhm.
like rather dark leathers and stuff with like a gold trim upon his collar. He has 2 daggers by his sides, and he has like a rather like a mischievous grin on him. And he like sees you sit down. It's like, oh, hello. What brings
Nice to
you over
meet you.
here?
I'd just like to sit and hear out what everybody has to say. A little bit about you all. Before I head to bed
Oh,
later on.
oh yes, that's quite fair. Uh, I'm just here to listen to the stories as per usual. It's rather interesting seeing how other people live their lives.
Is this a wandering camp or is this sort of just people come and go as they please? Or are you
Uh,
more of a like a tight-knit community that have been here for years and years?
from what I've seen, I only started hanging out with all of these people a year ago, so I can't say for sure. But from the looks of it, it's just a roving band of people who have been outcasted by society for not following the rules or being pretty or anything. So we're just our own little community that goes up and down the continent.
Oh, nice.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Bless.
Mr. HBLS, Renuma.
Hashtag bless. Hashtag bless.
Likewise, Renuma. Are you sitting down here to listen to the story, or are you just wandering around seeing what's what?
But both. I wouldn't be opposed to hearing some stories. Y'all look like an interesting bunch, anyways.
Oh, well, thank you. We try our best, or at least I do.
What do you do? You said you try your best. Do you have a calling that you follow?
Oh, I like to wander. I like to do little tricks every now and then. You see, he pulls out one of his daggers and just flips it. His finger and like lands precariously on the tip of his finger, and he's like balancing it. It's just something I do. Something for a coin on the side in the cities. They don't particularly like my tricks though. And he catches it in one hand and puts it back. Had a few of the guards chase me down for just a simple knife throwing lesson that I was teaching one of the locals. Accidentally hit someone in the back, so they thought it was me.
I gotta be more careful there. Maybe get a permit or something. But I'm sure that's a lot of money.
It
Maybe,
sorts that stuff out, though I'm no longer wanted there. But I make do.
maybe try joining a circus. They do great work there.
Yes and no. I have tried to join a circus before, but there weren't many where I was growing up that would take me. Not because they didn't want me, but because they already had an act that was similar to mine, and they didn't want to double up.
I say.
But anyway, what are you here for? Saw
Oh,
your
we'll
group.
just. Yeah, we were traveling here. Not necessarily here, but we're going towards the west. We're headed to see some important families. We are in the look for maybe owning them, having them owe us a favor. Maybe I'm gonna need to find someone.
How interesting. Uh, well, it seems he like looks at you. It's like you must have been traveling a long time if you're wearing that kind of clothing.
I travel around a lot. I never stay in one place, and I like being able to move around a lot. It's nice and comfortable.
Right, right. Uh, so he like prowls on a little bit. He like asks some questions like what you do, where you're from, stuff like that. And you already answered where you're headed and stuff. Was anyone
Mhm.
else going to be in the or going to sit down for the group of six?
I
No, I'm
thought
headed over for
Eagle.
the.
Did someone say that they were going to be in that group?
I thought Nanda said they were.
Yeah, Eagle's gonna be with the group of 6.
Okay, so you come by as well, and you sit down in the last opening space. By that time, you like hear the climax of the Bugbear story as they like do a they do the one with the great sword on his back does like a down slash into the ground, creating a nice dent, scaring like surprising the other people that are there, Renuma included, as it was quite unexpected. And once he does that, he like looks up and just starts chuckling as the other bugbear joins in. Then everyone else starts doing it as well. It's like, yeah, that was it gave us quite the trouble, but we were able to take care of him, right, buddy? And the one who hasn't talked is like, he just nods, like, yeah, yeah. And they sit down, and now one of the half orcs is like, good story, you two. Anyone else have any grand tales?
Anybody look like they're itching on the sixth group?
You
Itching
see
for a
that,
conversation.
yeah, you see some of them are like thinking a little bit of what story to tell, and the other few are not like saying anything at all because they probably don't have anything to compete with in terms of magnitude of how good their stories are.
I'll go ahead and stand up.
You can see the half orc like looks at you as like, "Oh, you're one of the new people that just came here. What stories do you have to tell?"
Well, depends on what you want to hear. What you're looking for. I've got plenty to tell.
Hmm. Just about anything, really. It has to be grand. It has to be intense. Just anything that would keep us interested. No, that's boring. Oh, like I went into the forest and I found a thing, and then I went home. None of that.
Oh, well, let's see. I can tell you all how I found this, and I show them what appears to be uh, what appears to be a horn that's is split down in the middle, and inside you can see some writing.
Hmm. What kind of horn is it?
It's a black Abishai horn.
It's like whenever you pull it out, all the half orcs and the tiefling and like the bugbear that has been talking go like, "Ooh," like in a sound of astonishment. And the half orc is like, well, do tell. Tell us all about that. It's rather interesting horn you got there."
Aye, and you'll never guess what kind of creature this horn came out of. If you want, I could go for some guesses before I reveal it to you.
The one of the half orcs just raises his hands like, "Ram's horn."
Not quite. Ram's horns are a little bit more controlly.
The tiefling says, "Oh, a big tiefling horn, right?"
Similar around, but not quite.
Mentor like looks at it as like, "Is it a creature from the another plane?"
You're getting close.
They're all like thinking, and then half orc who told you to stand up is like, "Well, we're stumped. What is it?"
It's a Abishai horn.
They are going to all roll history to see what you're talking about.
Speaking of which, I'm going to go ahead and ask. Abishais usually follow Tiamat. They are servants of hers. I'm not. Is Tiamat a thing in this world? I'm not sure if there's a Tiamat who serve, or are they just demons that just sort of roam around like free contract type stuff?
I would say there isn't a Tiamat here, but there is something close to that. It would be one of the ancient ones. It would be, I would say, it would be of, it would be of Ramos. Ramos is an. I mean, if you want to remember what Ramos is, you can roll a history check.
Sure. Right, 20.
Spicy history check.
Spicy.
Ramos, specifically, is an ancient one known as the Psychotic Speaker. Not much is really known about him, except in with most powerful wizards, as they strive to to amass the amount of knowledge that he has. Though no one can understand if any writings they find are of his, because they're almost completely gibberish. So it's a hot debate around about scholars to try and decipher what his writings and texts are trying to say. And you know that a few people have actually gone mad trying to decipher even the most simplest of paragraphs from his works.
Mm.
And out of all the history rolls, the one who recognizes this is the tiefling. It's like, "Oh, I know what those are. They're quite formidable." Actually, you've slain one?
No, actually. I never actually managed to slay it. But it's I guess someone else has met it and slayed it itself and took this as a trinket. However, that's not the important part. Let's like go and take and stow it away.
Well, do tell us all about this 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 horn of yours, this Abishai horn.
Let's say this is a tale that goes back about let's see, 80 years.
And
Well,
if you're gonna tell this story, I need you to make a performance check of how great you tell it.
sure. 20 again.
Well, okay, you tell it. You keep them engaged. Most especially the tiefling and the two bugbears. And you can tell to save time. You can tell a snippet of it if you really want to.
Sure. Want me to do it in character?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, like I said, the story goes back about 80 years. This was more in towards the north in the frozen tundra. It was a dangerous place. It was me and a party of adventurers. Oh, more friends, really. Uh, we were banding together. We were searching for these. There had been in a nearby village a threat of a demon that had been appearing, a devil, and we had to take care of it. It was our job in a sense. And when we appeared there, we found the village already decimated. There was nobody there. However, once we searched around the area to try to find whatever was that was left behind, we did find that there was a basement inside one of these huts that had been blown open. So we went ahead and headed in, found out what was inside, and turns out that we found something rather disturbing. Uh, there were archaic, infernal tongue written everywhere, and demon speak. All of these it was the ravings of a madman, a lunatic. We've looked around, tried to see what kind of a person brought this about, and there was someone there actually that was still alive. It was a man named Lugos. We asked him what had happened, and he said that his wife had fallen ill, and he was looking for some help actually for how to bring her back to health. And tried everything. At the end, turned out to turn to the dark arts, try to see something that could help her that the gods couldn't. Of course, when you deal with the dark arts, that shit happens. It always does. And some twisted being, the one whose home this belongs to, told them that if he took a part of this horn and gave his wife's soul over to that and bonded it to it, that he would also bring her back fully recoverable, fully safe. Of course, Devil lied, just took her soul, kept it with him, and was released, destroying the whole entire town.
Okay. So throughout it, you see that by the end, was that the ending of your story, or were you gonna keep going in character?
Quite close, but yeah.
Yeah. By the time you were like starting to finish up, you have almost all of them on the edge of your seat. Not the Minotaur because he's too busy moving around, but almost everyone else is on their seat, like listening to like how you told it. and everything made it seem like they could see it. And whenever you said like devilish writing, seemed like there was no one to be found. There was like gasps and everything.
Hmm.
By the time you ended, the half orc like nods is like, good story, good one all around. Thank you for telling it.
Go ahead, sit down.
Okay. Before I say anything else, is Eagle gonna tell a story?
He could, but I do need to use the restroom real quick.
You could just give me a straight
Boo.
you can make me a performance roll.
I will make you a performance roll.
Oh,
Aw.
lucky number 13.
Yeah, just tell me the basis of it because it's not really enough to like actually say it in character.
I think he just
Oh.
left.
Eagle's gonna tell the story about how he got his big old sword.
Okay. So if you're gonna go to the bathroom, that's fine. Eagle basically recalls the tale. He got his sword. It was to him. It was in a grand battle of everything. Like a beast like twice his size, twice his strength. He couldn't get it out alive. Meanwhile, on the outside, it's like enough to have at least two of them interested. Everyone else is like, it's just the same. It's just a standard old story. Nothing too exciting. And everything, but the ones that were listening were, of course, the tiefling and one of the other half orcs. And they like once he finished, it gives them a like clap. And with that, I will turn to the ones with the ones with the air earth genasi, and the two half orcs.
Ah, I see.
Yes.
And we'll
So
have a nice day.
So it is Dara and Vathel, or is Vathel somewhere
Mhm.
else? All
No,
right.
I'm with Vidara.
Okay. So, you come up to the scene with the Earth Genasi, like telling the story of a recent battle, the thing I described before.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
It's basically the same scene going on as I described before with the Earth Genasi telling a rather bloody story of a fight and everything.
Hmm.
So we're walking in like mid-story.
Mid story, yes.
Okay. I'll saunter
back.
over and make eye contact and then take a seat.
Okay. The open seats are there is at least one other empty bench near the one next to the Air and Earth Genasi.
Gotcha. All right. Are you
And
sitting? Are you just gonna follow my lead, Nate?
Yeah, I'll just sit next to Dara and just see what happens.
okay. So as you sit down, the Urchinasi in the middle say, and so I took my blade, right? And I slashed it across its throat, letting it bleed out until its terrible death, limp in my arms. And then once the foul beast was slain, I threw it aside, plundered its body for its riches, and saved this one here. And he like points to the Air Genasi. He's like, "Oh, stop! You tell that story all the time with new people. It's not that exciting." He's like, "Oh, yes, it is. For it was a life and death situation there for you." He's like, "Oh, stop! I knew you had it covered. Come on." And she like jabs him playfully in his arms. Well, the half orc is like, "Yeah, listen to the woman. She knows what she's talking about." And the other half orc is like, "Shut up, you stop being like that," and slaps him upside the head.
Wish we'd come earlier and heard more.
Oh, hello there. Sad as well that you didn't hear the whole thing, but it's no matter. I can tell it another time.
Perhaps.
So, what brings you two here to this fine encampment?
We're just making rest for the night. We have quite a bit of a few days more journey on us.
I see. Are you traveling far from here?
We're traveling somewhere in Arkland.
You mean,
Or Eichland, whatever that. I thought it was an R. uh, how
there
are you
is
pronouncing
not.
it?
It's Auckland.
Auckland, okay. Oh, it's an L, okay. Alright.
It's like,
I, E.
that's quite a place you're going to. Any reason why?
I looked at Dara to say we should say more.
Well, I know I'm going to visit some old friends, and I am helping this one here and his team do what they need to do. We well, I don't know where you all come from, Bathel, but I've been around a lot. Do you folks know the O'Sullivans?
They're all gonna make history checks. They all think. The Aaron Urchnasi and one of the half orcs know it completely as you see their eyes like widen a little bit. But the other half orcs like, well, Sullivans? What are you talking about? I don't know them. And the half orc like just jabs his buddy in the shoulder. Like, shut up, you. It's like the air one, the earth one speaks up. It's like, well, the O'Sullivans, at least in recent years, since they had the family fell ill, decided to eject poor people like us, like motions to the other four, the other three. It's like eject us from the city of Sheffield for no other reason besides we were different. Yeah, everyone speaks up while laying a hand on the Earth One's shoulders. Like, yes, it's quite unfortunate. We were kicked out not even more than a few months ago. Said our taxes weren't paid. Whenever we did pay them. Guess they decided to look over that and just kick us out anyway.
I'm terribly sorry to hear that.
No, it's quite alright. The homeless life, as people would say, is actually quite interesting. We're not tied down to any place. We can move around as we please. Food is hard to come by, though. At least I have a boulder over here taking care. And she like motions to the earth one. It's like, yeah, I'm pretty much the breadwinner and around here, at least with me and her.
See, and you said the head of the family's been ill?
Yes, he apparently recently fell ill from an unknown illness said to have been
And
caused by a dagger wound.
who's in charge now?
The currently the two brothers are fighting over control, trying to police the city as they see fit. But of course, being brothers, they don't always see eye to eye.
Oh, well then. This will certainly be more of an interesting visit than I thought it would be.
What do you mean?
Well, I was around the O'Sullivans quite a bit before the head fell ill. I mean, I don't even recall how many years it's been. I left for the same reason you guys say you don't mind life out here. No commitment, no one, no worries, no whatever.
Yes, that that city in particular is kind of stifling in terms of what's allowed and what's not allowed. But we get on fine. We get on fine out here. Nothing too much to worry about besides, monsters. That's why we tell the stories. To make sure that everyone who hears them knows of the dangers.
Vaffle, do you know any good stories?
Oh, I feel like I would know a few. I've been on quite an adventure over the past, few months. Well, few months in this realm at least.
Well, if you have any good stories, tell them. We always like to hear new ones.
I want to tell a story about how I saved Vorton, but like the Ron Vorton, but like leaving out the fact I killed innocent goblins.
Yes, and totally ignored.
Well,
Okay, make a performance check.
oh no. Oh, it's normal. Oh god, I'm scared. Okay, a 10, I can work
So
with
anyways, I
that.
started blasting.
Anyways, there are these vicious goblins that are out for blood.
Stole a child, would you believe it?
They stole a whole child. Could you ever believe that?
Did would Dara want to help him with that, or is she just letting him do his thing?
I didn't experience it. I'm letting him tell the story.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no one knows about that
So
story.
okay, so feel free to tell a bit of
Yes.
like a snippet of it.
So anyways, me and my old group of companions found this lair of goblins, and me, being the tactical genius that I am, decided to, take out their scouts who were obviously out for blood. And after that, we went in, found our, I don't think mark's the right word, but found our, found who we were looking for, but turned out to be the wrong person
Okay.
due to some due to some temporal time, not temporal time, due to a miscalculation on our part. But eventually we took that child to their proper home.
Okay. So whenever you said being a tactical genius, I slew the goblins that were obviously out for blood. You see the some of them like raise their eyebrows like suspiciously. It's like the half orc's like bloodthirsty. What are you talking about? And I need, and if
Oh
you want,
god.
make a this. You can make a deception check.
I swear to god, I said now what, I'm actually gonna leave this call. Oh no! Please help me!
Yeah,
Oh
and
no.
Please help me!
the other half orc's like, you did you even check to make sure that they were bloodthirsty? Did they even attack you?
Martha, last time you told me this story, you told me there were rats.
There are what?
Rats.
Rats? No, I
And
did.
listen, I would wink if I could, but I can't.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes, my bad. I'm sorry. It's been quite a long day. I must be getting my stories mixed up.
Make a deception check, Dara.
Skull monkey.
Oh, I rolled a 3.
Jesus. So
Skill
like,
monkey.
Someone
once you
min
say
max the
that they were
character.
rats, and they like look at all each other, it's like, yep, rats will do that. Yeah, they like nod a little bit. It's like, oh, it's just rats. And the other one's like, it's just rats.
I like try to I give her like a like fist bump behind our backs.
Okay. The other one's like, good story. Could have used a little bit more more details in it, but that's fine. And looks towards Dara's like, and you, miss, do you have any particularly good stories?
Oh boy, do I? Hmm. Of all the interesting places and all the interesting people I've met, I think my most interesting story is probably how I lost my eye.
Oh.
They're like eyes widening a little bit, like hearing
Would
of
you like to
this.
hear it?
Yes, if you're comfortable with telling how you lost your eye.
It's no big secret. I wear an eye patch.
Yes, but from how you said it, was probably something traumatic or something, right?
More motivating than tragic, really. I've mulled over it in my time in prison.
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 Voss
How
looks
did
at
you
people in the
slam her?
tops.
Story.
What'd you do?
Well, let me tell you. I'm going to cast Prestidigitation to set the mood for this epic tale I'm about to tell.
Okay, are you doing it discreetly or just out in the open?
Oh no, I'm doing it out in the open.
Okay, cool. And with like, how are you? Ex- uh, uh, what kind of effects are you using to add on to the storytelling?
Oh, well, I have full control over the fire, I'm pretty sure, right? Like I can change its color or whatnot?
I think so.
Or is that something else?
I think that's
Instantaneous, harmless
prestidigitation.
sensory effect. Yeah, so I'll just like, dim the fire, you know, maybe, let's see. Maybe cast minor illusion to add
I know
some,
there's spell
add some,
changes.
some fog.
Okay. I need you to make an Arcana check to do them like fluidly, one after the other, so it doesn't like mess things up or something.
Arcana or performance?
Performance actually. It'll count for you using the effects and telling the story, so it'd be an advantage.
You got it. Alright. Performance. Yikes. What happened to my rolls?
Ooh, hoo-hoo. Good.
It's about as good as Eagle's story.
Damn.
I mean, I would
They can't
say
all be
with
winning
the
rolls.
added pyrotechnics and stuff, it makes it a bit more interesting. Rather than you don't really tell the full details in like any grandiose fashion or anything, but you manage to tell the story like as good as you can with what you have, and the effects are like added on to it as well rather nicely. Tell a snippet of it.
You mean like a snippet of the beginning or like where in the
Like wherever
story?
you think would be interesting.
Okay.
Because it's supposed to be you telling the story.
Right, right. I'm
But
just
I
trying to
don't
think
need.
of where to start.
Yeah, I don't need the whole story because that'll take a whole lot longer.
TLDR.
I will
You'll
tell
do
the
that.
end of the story.
Go ahead.
After 2 weeks of no word from my, well, I guess at this point I could just refer to her as my most treasured friend, Perla. After not hearing from her for 2 weeks, I was downtrodden and I guess heartbroken. But I got a letter from her, and she had wrote with her answer, and I went to go meet her in a public setting, some town which I can't remember the name of. And when I saw her, it it was overwhelming. I was a very emotional younger person, as I'm sure we all were. Um, and when I met her and I asked her what her decision was, she didn't say anything to me. She just shouted to the people around her, who immediately threw off their disguises and seized me right away. It was an ambush. I was taken away. Some dark room, some cellar, who knows? I,
There.
oh, I'll just go up to, I'll just tell a little more. I just want to tell my eyes gone, you know?
Mhm.
Um, After being questioned for some time, uh, those people finally decided that, Perla's initiation would be to carve out the eye of her best friend. And so she did that. She took out my eye, sent me away, and I have not seen her since. Neither her nor my eye, but I do plan on getting it back. Someday.
Okay. So when you finish it, it's just a hush, like went over all those who were sitting there, and you see like at the edge, Nancy like had her hand over her mouth, like oh, and the Earthman is like looking rather like downtrodden, just like looking down, just nodding along. It's like, well, miss, that was quite an unfortunate story you told. I couldn't imagine my best friend doing something like that. And you see the Erwin piped up. It's like, no, no, not in your wildest dreams, Boulder. Not at all. Miss, like, how long has that been? You said, like, what, 2 years since that happened?
I wish it had been 2 years.
Well, how long was it?
Gotta double check how, okay. I'm gonna do some quick math. Hold on.
2 weeks.
2
The
plus
day
2 is
before I met
4.
her.
Minus 1, that's 3.
Plus 4, 2 plus 2, that's 4. Quick maths.
Let's see. Hold on. I gotta pull up my handy dandy uh calculator. Let's see. That minus that would be around 13, 12 years ago.
Oh, you're still looking for it now?
Less looking for it, more I'll get to it eventually. But
I,
a simple warning about trusting. You never know who you can trust. Um, but well, it's your choice, really.
hold on. Secrets are happening. do. Choose. All right. So the air gymnast like gets up and goes over towards Dara and puts her hand on his shoulder. She's like, "Well, I hope you either get your eye back in this lifetime, or at least deal with the person who did it to you. I'm so sorry."
It's fine, love. I don't quite mind it anymore. After such a long time, you just get used to one eye. The only thing I really miss is winking.
Um,
Oh, that's what you meant by if you could wink at me, you could. I just got it.
wow.
I think I thought you meant IRL.
No.
Well, I at least wish you the best in your endeavors, and I hope you resolve it as you should. Pats hand pats you on the shoulder and like gives a low reassuring smile before she sits back down. And whenever she like leaves your space, you get the vague like feeling of just like a nice breeze that just wafted past you. It was not too cold or too warm. It's just like a nice ambient temperature.
Yeah. Well, I hope I didn't bring down the mood too much. Do one of you have a story? And I'll ask it towards the half orc, but if you don't, if you want to like move over to art, can.
I'll move it over to Art. So with Art
Okay.
and the guard, you're back at camp, right?
Yes.
During this whole time, the guardman had finished setting up the tents, lying the princess down to like make sure that she's safe, while also sitting by her tent side and like having his hand on his weapon, almost like ready to deploy at any moment's notice. And he's
You've been
just
on
sitting
edge.
there.
Have you always been on edge?
I need to make sure that nothing happens to the princess.
Ah, yes.
Sworn my oath to protect her. I can't just leave her.
I get that part, but a lot of hostilities, and that's not very appreciated.
Well, you have your way of living, and I have mine.
Here, I'll give it that one.
Like speaks, I was like, so what are you going towards your Sullivan family for?
Ah, so, some of us have different reasons. Mostly it's to ask for some assistance. Possibly pointing in the right direction, Nothing too crazy.
I see.
Hmm.
I'm still glad that you and your friends came by when you did and saved me and the princess, or else who knows what would have happened. We could have been that hag's next meal or something.
Ah, yes, that reminds me. How did you get fooled by that?
Well, she looked like an innocent old grandma in the middle of the woods.
And
She
that
had the
wasn't a weird. That wasn't a red flag immediately.
she had a unicorn. Those things don't really well well, at least what I thought was a unicorn.
It
Was it something else?
was. It was, and it wasn't. got set on fire all of a sudden and then flew away.
Huh. You see, he has like a look of like just utter just calm surprise, but also like realizations like, oh, I should have known that. I should have. Man, am I stupid.
Hey man, your words, not mine.
um, if you don't mind, I'm gonna get just think to myself for a moment. You watch over the princess for a bit, okay?
Yeah, I got you.
He like nods and then goes off. And I need you to make me a perception check.
Oh no.
Great. 14. That's pretty good.
That's aight.
That's alright.
That's okay.
Been worse. Silver linings.
Okay. So, you are just looking around, seeing the various people who are still up telling stories and stuff like that. You see Dara and Vathla with one group, and Eagle and Renuma with the other. Just like chatting up, you like see them in the middle of their stories. Like you just hear various sounds coming from Dara's group with the fire like moving around in crazy shapes and colors and stuff for telling a story. While with Renuma and Eagle, Eagle's in the middle. Renuma's in the middle of telling his story, and you see that he had everyone like on edge and like listening, except for the big Minotaur guy. So it seems like they're getting along with these people, all right.
Right then.
You just
Good.
see the trees just moving lightly in the wind and stuff. Sounds of animals that seem to be going to bed as it gets to like towards nighttime. The sun is starting to set. The beautiful orange color in the sky. Say by this time, everyone is starting to head to bed. The Minotaur stays up as per usual, just keeping watch. The half orcs are the ones who, well, actually, the Air Genasi and the Earth Genasi, Boulder and his friend, like go to bed first, as the Air Genasi was like yawning halfway through, or like after Dara's story and stuff. They go to bed. Then the Tiefling in Renuma's group goes to bed. Then some of the half orcs. Then the rest of them. The two bugbears stay up for a little bit more before going to bed as well. And I assume you guys reconvene at camp.
Mm-hmm. I would at least.
Anybody else? Hello?
I'll head to camp, but I'll go ahead and begin the ritual casting for a alarm spell.
All right. So you take out your silver thread and wind it around the little camp, making sure that it's in place.
I'll go ahead and head back to camp too.
Oh, fuck. Didn't mean to click that. Ignore.
Or did you?
Ignore. No, I don't have it prepared. I was trying to see if I wrote down the material for it, and no, I forgot to do that.
Okay. Maddie, you said Dara goes back to camp?
Yeah, after a little while.
Yeah. You see, as you're heading back, by that time, the the air genasi and air genasi just like wave you off with the air genasi like especially like solemnly like waving and nodding like again saying sorry for you having to go through that, so like understanding.
Gotcha. I'll wave back when I go back. As I'm heading out.
Nice. So you head back to camp and you see that Art by this time the guard had come back and relieved Art of her watching duties. And the
Very uneventful.
okay, and the
Go where?
guard just like nods to everyone and just like goes and like goes inside his tent next to the princesses, and assumingly goes to sleep. Anybody else doing anything, or are you guys all going to bed?
It's time to get a good night's rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will take a few minutes to switch out some spells.
Okay. So everyone goes to sleep, the camp goes quiet, and you all get a long rest.
Ooh,
Hey.
long rest.
Yeah.
Wow. All our spell slots back.
All
That's
my
pretty good.
two spell slots.
All us magical people in the magical world.
Mhm.
Everyone in
Isn't
this
that
party is
all of
magical.
us? We're all magic.
Okay. So I'll give you a few minutes to like change out your spells and stuff before we like continue in the next day.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
I already
I'm a
figured it
butt.
out.
Okay.
I did as you guys were doing your thing.
Cool.
I can't wait till Vothel gets big boy spells.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. What is your current higher stat right now, Nate?
Oh god. You're joking, are you?
No.
Oh god. It's a tie between my dex and my wisdom.
Roll me d4. Odds your dex, evens your wisdom.
Oh god, what the fuck did you do to me?
It's your wild magic. So
Odd is
you,
my dex.
okay. Reroll it.
Are you kidding? I have to re-roll it every day?
Yep. As you feel the familiar tingle of your being as the slot machine gave you whenever you first re-rolled your dex, seems like to you magically sense you're like just being as like has been somehow affected that it like shifts like in and out of place to some unknown plane.
You've
Seems like
gotta be kidding.
your tie to this plane is actually kind of fractured in a way.
Well, look on
Oh
the bright
god.
side. Maybe it's you just re-roll it for an X amount of days and then it goes back to normal.
Oh god. So 4d6 drop the lowest one.
Yep.
Oh no, that's a lot of twos. Okay, so 2. Oh no.
It's a 12.
It's a 12. My dex is at 14 now. Wait, hold on. Wait, 14. Yeah, 14. Fuck.
You're even worse.
I'm even worse.
Yeah,
Listen,
you
I want to. Listen, this isn't cash money at all.
You should have spent.
sorry.
So, I'll wait till the next morning before I ask something.
Yeah. Okay. So throughout the night, it goes without issue. There's just for those who are still awake, there's just a few, or at least before you like slip into sleep, like deep sleep, there was just a few like branches snapping, some some light rustling that you can only assume is animals and stuff. Except you feel the entire camp seems to have a huge gust of wind just blow through the camp. Not enough to like upset anything or whatever, but you feel as like your tent flaps like slightly move up, and like with the force of the wind, and you felt a cold chill like go over your bodies. I need everyone to roll me just a d20 plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay, so that's D20
So
plus
I have a
4.
question.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, never mind. Hey, let's go, Nate.
Twinsies.
Maybe it's
Twinsies.
golf rules.
Ooh.
If so, I'd win.
Also,
no.
please someone tell me they have remove curse.
Funny
This is a
thing.
curse.
Yo, tie for lowest. I have
Yay.
no curse.
Eh. Well, okay. So Vathil and Dara, you're fine.
Hey, let's
However-
go, let's go. Oh,
However, Art, Renuma, and Eagle, I need each of you to, in your secret chats, roll me a d10,000.
Oh, also, did anything set off my alarm?
No.
Okay. Alrighty. So secret chats.
Secrets
this
of
is
the
it-
drip,
10,000 or 1,000?
10,000.
Okay.
Wait, what's the spot? I don't know how the spot works.
10,000, right?
I'm gonna try to deposit this fucking check that I've been trying to deposit all day.
Yeah.
Well, that's not right.
You know, at least there's a chance that my dex will be high one day. That's way better than having a permanent lower dex.
Alright? I don't know how to work this nice spot. What is this nice spot? I'm so confused.
Oh, it seems like everyone is doing it in the roll 20.
Ow.
/GR.
Yeah, and the number you got, please post it in the secret chat on the Discord so I can keep track of it.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
I hate it here.
Sorry.
Not because of that, no, because I'm trying to deposit this fucking check and I have to go to the bank tomorrow, I guess. I don't want to drive.
I have forgotten to put the dice bot or give dice bot permissions in the secret chat. So, Art, did you roll yet?
No, because I don't know how to do a secret roll.
Slash
Slash
GR.
GR.
/GR.
Slash GR?
And then
Yeah.
one 10,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or 1d 10,000.
Huh. Interesting. Okay, I will go down the list. So first is Eagle with 1194. And just for your out of character things, I will post this in your secret chats, or at least what happens.
I'm a bad bitch. You can't kill me.
I mean, it could be
Okay.
good.
Oh, bugbear,
No, I'm a
whiny
bad bitch.
beard.
Okay, cool. That's nice to know.
This isn't cash money at all, guys.
So that's yours.
What's all about?
Then 7719 for Numa.
That's actually really funny.
This one might be funny to Renuma, who knows?
Are these wild magic rolls are rolling?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
This is great.
And for art at 860.
Yeah,
Like
really noticed.
almost right at the top of the list too. Wow.
Had to make your job difficult somehow.
Yeah.
I always find a way.
Art. There you go. And there are your rolls. Anyone have any remarks of?
Do I? Okay, hold on, wait, hold on. I'll wait till this is done. I kind of wish I failed this check. I want to know.
Well, too bad you don't.
Aw.
Oh man, I love this one.
I mean, it's pretty funny, but the situations in which it's going to be useful are very, very slim.
Yeah, that's kind of the premise of wild magic. You get something that will help you, or something that doesn't help you at all. And then another is just funny.
We should not
Okay.
have plotted plan.
Yep. So, the rest of the night goes uneventful. You guys eventually wake up. You see some other people are awake as well, just getting breakfast and stuff, and just generally talking with each other. Is there an order of you guys coming out of the tent, or are you all coming out just when you feel like it?
I feel like since me and Renuma get out of trance, since we do that,
Yeah.
I would like to do an arc. What do I notice my limbs being stiffer, my dex being lower? Or will I notice
Yes,
that?
you do notice. Yes.
Can I make like an Arcana check to see if there's anything magical going on in my body?
I mean, yeah, sure you can.
Please be a good number. God damn it. Okay, I don't know shit.
Yeah, you're still a little sleepy and stuff. You probably forgot to do any stretches before going to bed. It's probably
God,
that.
God damn it. Thoughtful. Stop failing me. Okay, it's fine. We got +8 to roll, guys. I think I would get breakfast. Maybe eat some eggs.
4 dozen eggs to get large.
Do you have any eggs?
Oh, I thought there's like a community breakfast.
No, everyone has their own.
Oh, in that case, do I waste a spell slot to conjure chickens? That's the real question.
What?
You cast ninth level summon chicken.
I have conjure animals.
That
Oh
won't help
no!
you.
Yeah, don't the animals disappear if they die?
Yes.
I mean, I can get eggs. I don't think the eggs disappear, would they?
They would.
They disappear from my stomach.
These
Like, oh, I feel
conjure
very hungry all of
animals.
a sudden.
Conjure animals is a spell that is typically only used for combat in very specific situations. You can't really gain anything from conjuring these animals that would be like physical.
Damn. Other fey spirits. Never mind. They probably. I don't want fey eggs. I don't know what's in. I don't know the nutritional value of that.
You could, however, roll a survival check to hunt some animals real quick.
Yeah, I'll do
Just
that. I'll hunt. I
this
have
is
a
the
+7 to
forest.
this roll. Let's go.
What a ranger is supposed to do in hunt.
21. Let's go.
All right. So you wake up. You decide I need breakfast. You just walk a bit into the forest, and then you follow some distinct like little rabbit tracks for a few feet, and then you see a rabbit just like minding its own business, like near a bush.
I'm gonna shoot it.
Roll to hit.
My damage is so abysmal. Does that hit a rabbit?
Let me see really quick.
I kind of doubt, but like I have 2 attacks, so hold on.
Okay, the first one great like just barely gets like gets below its armor class and it just sticks into the dirt. The rabbit actually like perks up and like looks around, but then you hit it directly in its side with your second attack.
Perfect. I will take its corpse and I will roast it over an open fire.
All right, just
Well, I'll skin it and roast it over a fire.
make
Obvious.
another survival check.
Okay. Wow, that's where I crit.
You've been in the wilds for long enough that you know how you know how to skin and eat a rabbit. They're plentiful. It's not really anything that's like super secret knowledge or whatever. It's like second nature to you as you quickly skin it, cut it, put it on a stick, and then roast it in the open fire.
Huzzah.
Okay, and
Cut to
then,
the motherfucking saw.
and then everyone else eventually wakes up. Dara wakes up from her beauty sleep, probably well rested, and everyone else wakes up fine. There's a Art's arm was just feeling a little bit stiff, and just like moved it around a little bit more to like loosen it up. Anybody else did anything? Hello.
I
Oh,
Breakfast.
breakfast.
Eagle's gonna have some rations for breakfast.
Rations.
A jerky for
Rations.
like 5th day in a row.
God damn, I love my dry jerky.
Jerky. Is Dara
Well,
gonna have anything fancy?
Oh no, she looks fancy, but I mean, rations are fine.
Okay, cool.
Can't be skinny if you're not willing to starve yourself a little. No,
Oh
I kid, I kid,
no.
I kid.
yikes.
So yeah, everyone eats the rations. Bathel eats his very well skinned and cooked rabbit, and then the
Still
rest
got
of the
my
people.
ranger touch.
Yeah. Then the rest of the people wake up. The guard wakes up second to last, having just put on his armor and stuff, and like stretches a little bit. And then coming out of her tent is the elven princess, as she was like comes out a little bit like scared, like what's going on? What's going on? And then like looks around a little bit and sees Dara's like, oh thank the gods. And she goes over to Dara and gives her a big hug.
Oh, uh, nice to see you too, Solana.
Oh, thank the gods that you're here, Dara. It, I don't know what happened. I wasn't filled in. The last thing I remember was a little grandma cooking this or making this tea and cookies, and then I woke up here. I don't know.
Yeah, that was a hag.
Why'd you say
Like
hag? She like wakes up a little bit more. It's like a hag. Looks over towards Keith. Keith, how did you not know this? What did I even
Well,
pay
I'm
you
saying it.
for? I'm sorry, Miss O'Sullivan. I didn't know either. The disguise must have been very masterful. It's like that doesn't matter, Keith. You're supposed to be protecting me, watching me. You should know better than this. Don't make me dock your pay again for the second time. It's like, please no, don't do it, miss. I need the money. It's like, yes, you do. Just don't do it again. It's like, yes, thank you, miss. And turns to Dara. It's like, so, how have you been? How have you been, Dara?
more of the same ever since I just been traveling more, meeting more people. Like these people.
And you point over towards the group or everyone else.
Yeah.
She like looks at everyone and like nods a little bit. It's like, little ragtag group of adventures. I see you from the last Dara. And just like, and then looks at Vathel. It's like, oh, I see you have a ranger with you. How wonderful.
I throw up a
Yes,
peace sign.
we're actually headed your father's way, or I guess your brother's way now, because I heard your father was ill.
She like looks down a little sad. Like, yes, father is has been stricken ill with a weird sickness. The doctors haven't been able to determine what it is at all. I wanted to help as much as I could, so I read in some of my books that there was a cure-all herb near the town. I set out to find it. They found out that I wasn't there in my room, so of course they sent a guard to try and find me. She like motions over to Keith. It's it's not like I need to be protected 24/7. I I'm fully capable of taking care of myself. They just worry way too much.
I see, and your brothers are, let me guess, perfectly cooperating and running everything smoothly.
Oh yes, they are just two peas in a pod, just working together to better the city. No. No. Last time I remember hearing them, they were arguing on what the better way is to make sure that no one tries to steal our ships or something like that. They're always on all about that. They actually started checking the getting orders to the dockmaster to check each boat that comes in and goes out for anything suspicious. It's really quite irritating.
Yeah, I can also see what they've done out here.
As she like fully looks around and sees all the like other races, oh, uh, I see my brothers have been doing much more than I thought they were.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can think of something, because we're trying to get an audience or whatever with either your father, your brother, because these good people are looking for their friend who is possessed by a demon.
Ooh, she like She's like nods and is like, yes, demons are not something to be messed with. Can be quite tricky. I don't know how. I never heard of really of demonic possession so out of the blue. Really, they tend, from what I've read, they tend to be rather. They don't really. They're not really that specific or spend much time selecting who to possess.
Mm. Well, I suppose finding this cure-all plant would grant us or put us in your father's good graces.
Oh, yes, I am quite certain. Especially if he heard that you were the one who helped find it. He does he does kind of miss having you around, your quick remarks and your ability to put my brothers in their place quite easily.
Good times. So, my Vaffle and Art and Renuma and Eagle, do you guys want to try to find this plant and get in the king or the head of the family's good graces?
Oh,
Is it out of the way?
I don't know, is it?
Um, well, in the books that I had, they're kind of old, so they might have been outdated, but that's all we had really. And it said it was this cure-all herb was about like a few miles out of the city to the east. So here, really, I think I wandered too far off. But I don't know what happened after I was put to sleep.
You have this book with you, ma'am?
What book do you show her? Or are
No,
you
I'm
saying?
asking her if she has the book with her, the one that she's talking about.
Oh yeah. She like looks around a bit and like checks her like dress and it's like, Keith, do you have the book that I was using to find it? It's like, yes, ma'am. Right in my bag. And he goes into his tent. In a few moments afterward, he brings out a book. It's rather thick. It is titled "Herbologist's Guides to Herbs and Spices."
Nice. I'm gonna go ahead and open her up. Where'd you find it?
Oh, on page 157, to be specific, on the left side.
I go ahead and flip over to page 157 on the left side.
Okay, so you open it and you can immediately tell that the pages on this book and its like cover and stuff is aged quite well. Maybe about like maybe 5 years old or something, but it's probably been through some terrible handling and stuff like that. The edges of the pages are like very slightly yellowed from that passage of time. And you flip to
Mm.
the specific page, and what you see on page 157 on the left side is a beautiful looking like a wheat shaped plant that has like a various hues of like orange and hazel like on the tips of its like little ends on the leaves with a nice like a rich vibrant green in the center. And you can read that this herb can help rejuvenate those who have fallen ill with a newfound vigor and everything. And it also has like a little bitty map of where it could possibly be outside the city. So I will mark it on here on the world map. I will say the city is right here, and it says that the plant is somewhere over here. So I'll do this first. Like this for the plant. And then she says, if you could help me find it, I would be ever grateful, and Father would definitely." be kind towards you as well.
It'll be for you. Did you take a left instead of a right? You didn't end up all the way here.
Like I said, I don't know. I don't know what happened out there. I was put to sleep, and neither does Keith.
Possible shack moves. Good to know.
Yes, so will you help me find it?
Well, in fairness, your father sounds more reasonable than your brother, so I'm willing to.
Yeah, as the one with experience with them, I definitely echo that sentiment. I don't know if Gorman would be happy to see me again.
Well, we'll just have to see when we get back. You know how he is, how he can switch from being real nice and sweet to an asshole in a mere moment whenever he doesn't get his way.
Yeah.
So,
Oh.
All right then.
you all agreeing to help?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, then let's get going. And I assume you all pack up your things and head out of the camp.
Yep.
Yeah. Before
Yeah.
we leave, I'll go ahead and find the Air Genasi girl and just say goodbye one more time.
Okay.
Just 'cause she was so nice. Just
Okay.
like a quick like, hey, I appreciate it. See you around. Take care.
Yeah. You see as she's like walking, she was walking around, just having a morning stroll and everything, like stretching her legs, and she sees you come over and is like, oh, hello, miss. Uh, did you need something?
Yeah, me and my friends are on our way out. I just wanted to say, I appreciate your kindness and to take care.
Oh, why, thank you, miss. I wish you the best of luck on your journey or wherever you seek to go. Actually, before you go, let me give you a little token, just to help you. And you see her like reach into her dress pocket. This dress has pockets, yes.
The future.
As you see, like she like digs around a little bit and produces what seems to be a small smooth pebble, a small smooth rock actually, with the which is some nice little swirly carvings in it. And it's like, uh, this will help you get out of a get out of a fix. It's something to distract whoever's troubling you.
Thank you.
And she like smiles and nods and just like yeah, she like had it in her hand and then puts it in yours and just like shakes it a little bit. Until next time.
Until then.
And you head off back to the camp. You guys pack up and head out towards the location of this herb. And we shall end it there.